Okay, webcam is borked again, but that's fine. It'll fix itself at some point, probably. Alright, I hope that Tower of Quantum Knowledge info saved because I don't want to have to walk up that entire set of stairs again. Number twin, giant steep, statue, construction, open depth, quantum trials. Okay, yep, it did save. There it is. There's the white hole, there's the interloper. Where'd it go? That's a large rock. Okay, I'm wearing the suit. Escape pod 3. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance of survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or, more probably, await rescue. Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Begin flight log, escape pod 3, vessel has been mortally injured, emergency sequence activated, now launching. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Navigation error, life support error, propulsion error. Scanning external environment, scan complete. Gravity not detected, breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected, potentially hostile. Verdict, do not exit pod. There is a new problem. Our equipment is detecting 2 distinct beacons from the vessel. But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in 2 different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. We're very nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone and we will be lost. We will follow the nearest beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the further of the 2 beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. Emergency escape hatch. And they all died in space. To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the 2 beacons from the vessel to this place, but now can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. Yet the opening is too small for even a single nail-mite to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems to be able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There is nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. Alright, duplicate signal added. guess that's the duplicate signal. Alright. Getting closer. If slowly. Anglerfish eggs. Oop. Headlights damaged, landing gear damaged. Dang, that was a nice shot with that scout. Landing gear repaired. Come on. There we go. And headlights repaired. There we go, right side up. Ship log updated. To any Nelmai clans whose vessels can hear this message, it's clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now, so my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the gloaming galaxy, we've found that Blackrock's suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, know that you will be on your own. Kana, we're making our way to you. It's good to hear from you, Romy. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Nem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of Eskal. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day, Eskal's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. That is no myth, friends. Eskal's clan existed and their story was real. What a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true, Hysop? It was a very long time ago, but yes. My clan's ancestors searched for Eskal's clan for a long time, but in the end none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way. Hysop, I hope you aren't comparing Eskal's story to my clan's vessel. Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone. Not yet, we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the bright spark star system exploded, and it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. We'll meet you soon, Kana. I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which is most of them now. This is Eskal's vessel. Something went badly wrong during a warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from the inside itself. We are bending our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need your help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying. We need immediate assistance. I don't know what that did. Oh, this is a way to put things in, but I don't have the code right now, so... Ah, dang it. I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. This is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone prepare to warp immediately. Escall, wait. I need more time to send an outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell the another clan where we're going? We can send the message upon our arrival. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly. It may disappear just as quickly, and we can't lose a discovery this incredible. Focus on preparing for the warp instead. I understand. Anona, is the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates? The warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump. Afterwards, we'll need time to recharge the core. That shouldn't create a problem, provided we arrive at or near the signal source. Everyone, we're ready to warp. Alright, I think that's everything in the bridge I can do at the moment. Clearly gonna need to come back here later when I have the code from the probe. Or if I need to steal their warp core for some reason. And this is just the outside again. Man, that thing got away from air. It's like the entire bramble is moving or something. Ah, dang it. Came here to look for what's his name, and it's been a complete disaster. Feldspar. Ah, crud. Sheesh. One of those seeds is close to the sun. I guess that implies that if you throw one of the seeds into the sun, then you can destroy the entire bramble. Escape pod 3. One of 3 Naomai escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All 3 escape pods were launched from something called the vessel, which was badly damaged. The survivors from escape pod 3 detected 2 distinct beacons from the vessel, as if it were in 2 locations at once. The survivors from escape pod 3 followed one of the 2 vessel beacons to a small dark bramble seed, where they could go no further. The Naomai could faintly hear the vessel's beacon from within the seed, but the opening was too small for even a single Naomai to fit through, much less an escape pod. The vessel's beacon was dying, and would soon be gone completely. If I launch my scout into the seed, I can take photos of an enormous derelict Naomai ship. I found the derelict Naomai vessel deep within Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core is long dead. I activated a 3-sided pillar on the vessel's bridge that appeared to be some sort of input device. The Naomai tried to call for help, but the vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. The vessel can still hear incoming messages from other Naomai vessels. The remaining Naomai clans are regrouping in response to the impending death of the universe. I found a recording of the original signal the Naomai encountered from the Eye of the Universe. The Naomai were worried the signal might disappear, so they warped before they could tell another clan where they were going. So, that entire mystery's cleared up, I think. Still gotta find Feldspar. Because I forgot how to get into the core. Alright, that one's furthest away, so I'm gonna assume that it's the right one. Alright, both signals are in this direction. anglerfish skeleton. Feldspar. Whoa. Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut? And even blown yourself up yet? Good for you. We all thought you were dead for sure. What? Me? Killed off by thorny, extra-dimensional plants that entirely violate the laws of space and time, and a couple of giant predatory fish with gaping maws and enormously sharp fangs? Not in this lifetime, little buddy. I set up camp here when my ship got stuck in here in Dark Bramble. Been living off the land ever since. So, what exactly happened to your ship? Oh, this is a good story. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep and needed a new challenge, and none of us have ever been inside Dark Bramble, so I think, hey, let's give that a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the odd massive, interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, when I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, I crash. Blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. To either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor, fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first. I found this skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Can't believe you didn't die. You know, in the old days I used to think the same thing every time I came back from a flight in one piece. These days, I'm used to it. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire for a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. You reached the core of Giant's Deep. How'd you do it? Giant's Deep's core, huh? Ah, that's a wild one. Since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how, it kinda feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Ah, frick. Okay. Yeah, can't do anything about that. What do you mean, duplicate signal? Ah, okay. All the way up there. Trip 4, question mark. Entry number, I'm gonna say not 1. Crashes 3, boring crashes 0. A personal best. Whoa, never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back then. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Blark, this thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from being zapped by electricity. Right, I'm going inside this jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. Note to Feldspar, do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Loves Feldspar. Oh, okay, right. Okay, so you have to fly up into the jellyfish from the bottom. Got it. Still have a marshmallow stick. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this one I got here. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten a seed, and when the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach, until, well, this happened. Gross, huh? This skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. Been nice to have a break. What should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that the space is weird here. Intensely. Ever tried throwing a scout into one of these weird seeds? See there, with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout's in 2 places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see? But inside it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck! Lay it on me. I found the frozen jellyfish near your ship. Ha! So the old thing's still there, is it? That's where I first camped out after the crash, you know. It was pretty cozy inside. It does lack the structural integrity and indomitable spirit of a camp made in the shelter of the very bones of the species that tried to eat you, I suppose. Still, very cozy. I found the anglerfish nest. So that's where the blasted things come from, is it? Stars above, if I still had a working ship, I'd be sorely tempted to go show them what's what. Probably best to leave them alone, though, really. More trouble than it's worth to mess with anglerfish. I found a dark bramble seed on timber hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Chert will tell you if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a fifth planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces around space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick like, I suspect Timber Hearth will be headed toward the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. I found Nomai writing saying anglerfish are blind. Aha, so the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Ah well, at least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, hatchling? Ah. Okay. And made it in. Feldspar is alive. They crashed their ship and is now camping inside a huge anglerfish skeleton. Feldspar doesn't think my scout tracker is wrong when it says my scout is in two places at once. They have a theory that space doesn't work the same inside Dark Bramble. Feldspar doesn't sound overly eager to return to civilization. They've been enjoying the relative peace and quiet. Feldspar documented their attempt to eat this enormous jellyfish frozen in the ice. The outside was all rubbery and tough, possibly because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Feldspar decided to venture into the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tasted any better on the inside. After tasting the inside of the jellyfish, Feldspar concluded that these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Alright, I've just gotta remember how to get out of here. Hopefully I can follow the probe signal out. Did I get stuck? Crud. Ah, there we go. A gap. Oh. scout got stuck to my foot. Should be an exit around here somewhere. Aha, there you are. Alright, that's a seed, so I don't want to go inward. Just want to find out. I think that might be the way out. Yeah. Nice. Timber hearth. Giant's Deep. Alright, left spinning. That one's spinning right, that one's spinning right. That one's spinning right. That one's spinning right. That one's spinning right, that one's spinning left. Jellyfish. Ah, frick. Alright, may as well use the time trying to get to the Soul Station. Put on the suit. Ooh, crud. Went in a little bit too hot there. Come on. Gravity cannon. Ah, the sun tower. The front door is locked. here comes the back door. Ow. And there it is. Warning, opened emergency door. 281,042 years ago. No user command received for 10 minutes. All systems entering sleep. 6 minutes, 43 seconds ago. Increased solar activity detected. Sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels. Closing emergency doors. Trees detected. Oxygen tank refill. Hi. Mission. Science compels us to explode the sun. Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such a morbid mission statement. But it's accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That's our mission. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. Here's a better one. Mission. Determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. You lack a sense of humor. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does, idea. Do you have your eyes open or closed? I can't tell. Closed. Sun for the eye. Ash Twin Projection Stone. What happened? Did the sun station not fire? It fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface level changes, but they were barely visible, even to the third eye. The sun station is useless. It will never, and could never, cause the sun to explode. I don't know what comes next, my friend. I suppose we must start over, but I'm unsure how to start over. Return to Ash Twin first, my friend. Perhaps a change of task could help. Spire knows a comet approaching the star system that we'd like to investigate. Hi, I hurt for you, my friend. We all know how hard you both worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How's Idea? We're well, Yarrow. Or as well as can be expected given the circumstances. Though disappointed. I may have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I'd hoped our terrible work was finished. Star has reached end of natural life cycle, now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate sun station. Approximate time until sun station is destroyed by expanding star, 2 minutes 12 seconds. Approximate time until star's death, 13 minutes 42 seconds. Yeah, those are 3. Well, that's slightly unfortunate. And dead. The sun station was designed to make the sun go supernova. The Nomai fired the sun station but it had no effect on the sun. They conclude that the sun station could never cause the sun to go supernova. After the failure of the sun station, the Nomai took a break to investigate the newly arrived comet. According to a Nomai computer, our sun has reached the end of its natural life cycle. Alright, Sunless City, Whitehole Station. Probe tracking module. Southern Observatory. Ocean current discovery. More to explore in the Sunless City. Alright, so where's Brittle Hollow? Here's the Dark Ramble, you are not Brittle Hollow. You also are not Brittle Hollow. You are, however, the Whitehole Station, which is probably just as good. Aha, Ember Twin Projection Stone. I can put this onto one of those thingamajigs and read it. Remy and I reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver slightly before departing. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? As I've already told Remy, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Naomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she has ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pyre is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate the phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update, Poke, the High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twin's equator. Come here at once, you need to see this. I don't disagree, it would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. And ship log updated. Nice. So now, just gotta find my way into the observatory. Ow. Ow. Ooh, crud. Turn on the flashlight. Alright, how do I get out of here? Ah, up there. Given concerns about settlement stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. What if we use the gravity crystals to craft a stable path? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the Eye's signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. Ah, crud. Don't mind me, I'm grabbing some of your fuel. I learned something. I found the vessel. You did? That's incredible. Congratulations. That means they really were from far outside our solar system. Aha, yes, I knew it. But that creates so many new questions. If they didn't come from our solar system, where did they come from? Are they from our galaxy or somewhere even further? What were their lives like before they came here? And why did they come here? Hey, I might not be much of an astronaut, but I'm really glad I came out here to see the Nomai artifacts for myself. And thanks for telling me. About the vessel, I mean. Old settlement, hanging city, sunless city. I found Nomai writings about a quantum pilgrimage. A pilgrimage to the quantum moon? The Nomai mentioned the quantum moon in a lot of their writing, so it was clearly special to them. And, special enough to make a trip there by themselves. Sounds like a coming-of-age ritual, like how hatchlings stay hatchlings until their stomachs are strong enough to drink sap wine. Maybe once a Nomai journeyed to the quantum moon, they were considered an adult? Anyway, see ya. I gotta make my way to the Southern Observatory. Tower. Whoops. Ugh. %55 structural integrity. 100%. %. 43%. 50%. 25%. 100%. Ow, frick. Put that on. Could have sworn that I got at least one new bit of information. Aha. The Naumai abandoned the settlement over growing concerns about its stability. The Naumai noticed something strange. Warped objects appeared to arrive at the receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before they departed the Whitehole station. This negative time interval between an object arriving and departed was incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. The Nomai were skeptical if their equipment could even measure time to such a small degree. Aha, there it is. Ugh. Dang it. Timber Hearth, okay. Almost there. Come on. And made it. No! Ah! Almost made it. Ow. undershot target. Alright, there's the Southern Observatory. There's the giant hole in the planet. Ah, crud. Alright, this is the school district. Oh. Gravity cannon. Quantum tower. All right. Ship is still here. Oh, no. Ship is definitely not still here. Ship has fallen through the into the white hole station. We could jump over there. Got it. Oh. Okay, this is where I just was, so that was a terrible idea. Where's the next one? Whew. Okay. But, where to now? Maybe there's just another alternate... Ah, yeah. It was an alternate route to get over to... No! Frick. Don't mind me, I'm just using your fuel. And that's how you get into the observatory, by not ignoring the building. Cassava's construction yard has been using the Cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit. One component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update, it's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Convoy is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. I also very much wanted to make a model. I'm here, I did it, I put the ship down safely. In that the ship went down and I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs and it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would barely have laughed at me, I bet. That's the good news. The bad news, I haven't found a way inside this structure yet. The door is broken and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins on the equator to find a way down. Hey, I found your ship. Too bad I can't jack it. Mine is kind of nowhere near here. Daz and I were lifting. Yep, already read this. Back at the location where it originally took place. Ooh. Unable to determine orbit, no signal detected matching any known criteria for the Eye of the Universe. What have we learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe? Those of us on the vessel originally followed the Eye's signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the Eye itself. The locator we built on the Owl Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the Eye's signal. Hypothesis, the Eye has stopped emitting its signal. Suppose the Eye doesn't wish to be found. Cassava, how can you suggest that? The Eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. I'm aware. I grew up hearing the Eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the Eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. That would mean the Eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. Finite? Finite. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the Eye of the Universe? We know what the Eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the Eye visually instead? Let's sound out our probe. Mallow's Eye is clever, but we have no idea where the Eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Rami and Pi about the technology they're developing? As we couldn't find the eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch. And it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. Ugh. Phantom Moon, Compliment Eyes, interested in Playful Moon, not volcanic. Ugh. Sheesh, that thing makes some distance. Whew. Okay. Tornado simulator. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones that Nomai used to send components into orbit. There also exists a rare type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. The new, more sensitive locator than Nomai built in this observatory was unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Based on their knowledge of the quantum moon, the Nomai believed the eye was in a distant orbit around the sun. The Nomai decided to stop searching for the eye's signal and instead look for it visually by sending out a deep space probe. There were concerns that the probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. Probe tracking module. And Ash Twin Project, and Black Hole Forge, and the Sunless City. Sixth location, Quantum Signal. Bramble, I definitely don't want to go there. I do actually want to go to Brittle Hollow real quick, just to get the forge in the correct location. There's the Quantum Tower, and there's the city. No, that's a much bigger hole for me to have gone through. Ah, there's Gavro's ship. Right word, right word, right word, right word. Right word, right word, right word. Oop, dang it. I just spotted it too. Left word. Alright. Alright, so the bottom is electrified. Maybe I can bump into the top. Nope. Alright, maybe I need to be on foot. I feel like I've tried this before. Okay, guess not. Ship's log updated. Adequate airlock. Whoop. Ash Twin Projection Stone. I have exciting news, Privet. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Rami is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you in the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The statue here in the probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Once the probe determines the location of the eye of the universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Raimi. Ah, there's the third statue. Launch module projection stone. Person in the world, honored and terrified, orbital program, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay, already read that. Boop. Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin, displaying coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. Print screen. Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probe launches 9,318,092. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe found by probe 3009. Okay, so it was found like 38 cycles ago, which means that's probably how many deaths I've had. Retrieving data, visualizing current trajectory. And that's this one's. Okay. Whoop. Dang. And now to get out of here, I need to find another jellyfish. Or I could die. Aha, jellyfish. Get back here, you wiggly bit of protoplasm. Okay, back. Come on. Gotta get there before it escapes. Oof. Whew. Alright, I think that means that it's outside of the thingamajig. Yeah. Where's the ship? Over there. How did it get out there? Oh, I can literally just swim up. Okay. Well, that's a lot easier. Check the logs. Okay, so it's that. Orbital probe cannon has launched millions of probes. The 9,318,054th probe located a deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe. The statue in the probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project. I found Nomai coordinates marking the location of the eye of the universe. I passed through the electrical barrier and reached the coral forest at the planet's core. Anything else new? Nah, doesn't look like it. Alright, so we got quantum signal, 6th location, Ash Twin Towers, the Sunless City, and the Black Hole Forge. So, just gotta go to that now. And it's Brittle Hollow that I'll be teleporting to. Ah, there it is. Timber Peaks, the Twins, Sun, or is this Sun? I can never remember. Anyway, I think that this one is Brittle Hollow. Too bad I just missed the conjunction. Here's our first delivery arrow, 1 warp core, fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing the core assembling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the Forge, and my unfinished work there, is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the White Hole Station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose, more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. Yarrow, stop using this scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, her density rivals a neutron star's, and go meet her on the White Hole Station. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Woof. Ah, dang it. Ow. Okay, well, that's my fault for thinking that I would be on a gravity-facing part of reality. Giant's Deep. Timber Heart. Brittle Hollow. Ember Twin. Ash Twin. Crud. Alright, I'll go around the sun and hopefully meet it on the other side. And too late. Oh, I almost crashed into the Owl Rock. Chip no longer supplying a signal. Alright, where's that new information? Aha! Ash Twin Towers. The White Hole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. Looks like I've got all of this done. So, Oop. The Naumai crafted warp cores at the Black Hole Forge before delivering them to Ash Twin. Alright, Sunless City. Activate the Forge. Fly over to Ash Twin and then profit. Dark Bramble, Addle Rock, Giant's Deep. Brittle Hollow. There should be a slightly larger hole around here somewhere. There it is. Alright, Black Hole Forge active. Giant's Deep, Sun Station. You better not be something that the autopilot's putting me directly into. Okay, good. Boop. Here's the sun one. Already empty of sand, so I can't go through it without dying. Here we have the twins. Can almost get in through the door now. I don't see a scroll. Well, you died. I mean, it's definitely active. Same with that one. Timber hearth. Sun yet again. Timber hearth still. I'm guessing this one is Giant's Deep, just because it's huge. I should probably go get fuel and oxygen. Nice. Ah, the door. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Sun. And I think you are Brittle Hollow. Maybe? I don't know. Nope, Giant's Deep. Welcome to Giant's Deep, friend. I'm excited for you to meet the... Dang it. Warp status charged. Step on warp receiver to activate return warp. Okay, so I can return warp. Good. I was fairly concerned about that. There's the Brittle Hollow one. Gotta remember to not jump. Quantum Moon. There we go. Do not leave the platform. Charged. Departure time, arrival time. Black Hole Forge, left 30 meters. Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Hole Forge is in operation. control. Alright, put that down. Where am I taking this first black hole core? And where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? All the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. My gratitude, in that case. Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin, just to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so these deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower designs in the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he's familiar with them. Ship log updated. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or closer orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize that hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it is tuned? I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided that next Nomai is not Poke. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact, it only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. Yeesh. Well, I haven't seen any of the plates. Ugh. Exit the surface. Black Hole Forge, north 40 meters. Hack front. Ow. Okay, ghost matter detected nearby. So I guess the black hole forge was completely useless to me. Okay, stop being directly towards the sun, please. Nope, not gonna happen. There is more to see in the black hole forge. A diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact, they only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. The warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warped receivers were being constructed at different locations. Alright, Sunless City, Ash Twin Project. Gorge. Black Hole Forge. More to explore here. Dang. Okay. Ugh. Where's that hole? There's that hole. Nope, that's not that. That's the quantum tower. Surface integrity 100%. Surface integrity 70%. 100%. I missed. 3%. Huh. And surface integrity has decreased to 0. So I should be able to get out slightly easier. That's an angle. Alright, so which one's ash and which one's ember? Alright, this one's the broken one. That was not ideal. Ah, dang, wasn't uncovered enough. Aha, there's the door. And also there. Well, it tried to teleport me, but it was not unburied enough. Whoop, missed. Ow. Hazard. Alright, this is the non-broken one. What's that weird blue thing? Ah, dang. Departure time, arrival time, charge, step into it to get back. There's the high energy lab. So it is the broken one that teleports to itself. Ugh. There was a wall there. Alright, probably safest to just stand right here, and then once the pillar is directly above, go to the thing. While engaging downward thrust. There we go. Trees detected, oxygen tanks refilled. .15 minutes, 25 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Mass receiving data from probe tracking module, giant deep memory statue, and timber hearth memory statue. 7 minutes until end of cycle transmission. That one just fell off the wall. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here, in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Athens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis: it was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis: the core could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important part is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Malo tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Malo, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Malo part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task, in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from its cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. However, this was the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the Sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in this solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Artificial gravity control. Yeah, I'm not going to turn that off. You are about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Alright, I'm just gonna put that back. All the way over there. Alright, turn off gravity. And thus we are back. Where's the ship? Oh. Other side of the planet. And all the way up there. Sheesh, what did I do that for? There we go, park at the base. At last, the door. Wow. This is worthless. Is there any writing anywhere or anything? Maybe on the other side. The underside of Brittle Hollow. Okay, sun, ash, ember. Alright, quick check what this is. Great. Ash Twin Project is explored. A hollowed out chamber inside Ash Twin. The energy cables from the surface are plugged into the protective casing at the center of the planet. There are 8 monoliths with Nomai masks attached. 3 of the masks are actively receiving data from the probe tracking module, Giant's Deep and Timber Hearth respectively. The Ash Twin project was designed to use the energy from a supernova triggered by the Sun Station to send probe data from the orbital probe cannon 22 minutes into the past. The Sun Station did not work, although the Ash Twin project was theoretically sound and Nomai were unable to power it. There is an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Black Hole Forge and Sunless City. Oh. And you know what? I'll call it there.